IG, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all those places. What up? We'll get started here in a few minutes. Y'all already know the drill. Let us know where you're chiming in from. Today, we are talking all things business credit. Got to make sure we get y'all properly equipped, properly educated. What's going on, family? Y'all let us know where you are chiming in from. Today, we are talking business credit. That's what we just going to talk about all month long. You know what I'm saying? Maurice, what up? We got North Carolina in the house. So now, in relation, California, Gardena, what up? Detroit, what up, though? So when it comes to business credit, we got New York in the house, and I'm looking at a couple screens. Dallas. My goal for you guys is really to understand the cost of money. Okay? Got your real estate license. Remember you. Absolutely. All right. My goal for you guys is to know the cost of money. We got Fort Worth in the house. Andrew, what's going on? Here's why that's important. A lot of people usually are not able to get to that next level because they lack finances. Even in their personal life, it's hard to get to that next level when you don't understand the cost of money. Even though it's fifth grade math, you'd be surprised. See, when I break down my 4-step Roundtree methodology, as I like to call it, step number 1 being the mindset. We got to change the way we think about everything. You almost have to unlearn everything that has been taught to you. Secondly, you have to understand credit. Credit is a major contributor to how people build wealth. Number 3 is financing/funding, understanding the cost of money. And I'm going to break that down for you here today. And then number 4 is asset building. We have to invest in assets. We got to own assets, guys. We have to own assets. See, when I talk about the cost of money, as simple as it is, a lot of people still have a hard time understanding or fathoming what the cost of money means. Let me break that down for you. Thank you. The cost of money is the opportunity cost of doing business. What up, Nikki? And when people think about what it costs for them to get into business, when people think about the investment it costs to fix their credit, to invest in real estate, to invest in getting access to capital, to investing in mentorship, to investing in a barbershop, investing in a trucking company, most people cannot tell you what their ROI is. And they can't tell you the ROI because they don't even know how much it costs them. All they have focused on is the dollar amount of the initial transaction. Most people don't know the cost of money. See, I put up a video, I think it was late last night, of the guy talking about come and get this 2023 Range Rover for $499 a month. And I honestly believe that I think he definitely was selling a bait and switch, but I also think that the video was meant to be funny because in order to get it at that price point, you had to put down $90,000 on a $104,000 vehicle. And I can't tell you how many people got emotionally attached to that post and doing their best to that right there. People's responses pretty much told me they do not know the cost of money. In the video, I break down how much the money will cost you. Literally, all you have to do is go and get an auto loan calculator, and it will tell you how much it costs to service the debt on that type of purchase price. And this is why when people come to me and They've had the whole debate about putting the vehicle under your business and you can this and that and that. Like there's a cost of money. See, even if someone asks to borrow money from me, I'm putting interest on it. It's a cost to borrow money from me, just like there's a cost to borrow money from the bank. Because if you're not willing to pay the bank back and you've burnt all of the banks, 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to burn me too, financially, and not pay me back. So I have to protect my money. So there's going to always be a cost of doing business. And so let me break this down again for you guys. For that auto loan, maybe the vehicle was stolen. Possibly. I don't know. I really don't care. I'm just trying to teach you guys how to understand and calculate the cost of your money, because so many people are getting stuck in auto. This is about to be one of the biggest auto loan repossessions in history, because most people were buying vehicles overpriced, 50,000 over sticker price to put on an app by the name of Turo that barely making enough money to service the debt. One, it's getting oversaturated, and two, people didn't even do their homework to figure out what the average cost to service the debt or what the average ride would be to put that type of vehicle in their own marketplace. People were buying vehicles because it's popular. Well, what's popular in the hood is not popular to the masses of consumption. See, what the type of vehicles that is popular to us in our neighborhoods is not popular to the masses of consumption. You want to know why pop music is so popular in the hip hop community? Because most black people don't spend the money that make most artists their money. So they make more pop type of lyrics for the crossover because that's where their money is being made. This is why Flo Rida said, I never have to make music again. So when we're buying vehicles that we think is popular in our neighborhoods, thinking that the debt servicing is going to be done by people who only value things because a rapper said it was cool, that's the wrong way to do business. Hence, this is why so many people are in financial ruin, because we don't know the cost of money. We do business emotionally based upon what we think is popular on our block. And that is not how you grow a business. We think because we're popular in our own little circle, that is going to translate to influence in making money with our business. And it's two completely different things. This is why a lot of people fail. They don't see the value in investing in marketing their business because they're popular on their block. They're popular on social media. That does not translate to sales. And because they have a skewed viewpoint of how numbers work, this is why people don't know the cost of doing business. And if you don't do business that way, then that is great. But I'm here to tell you that is how most people do business. I was one of the few people telling people when people were looking to do Turo, go start with economy-based cars. Go start with what are called Highline cars, or Toyota Camrys, the Honda Accords. Those vehicles rent at a higher percentage rate than someone who has a Range Rover or whatever at $500 to $700 a day, especially if you don't have the audience to generate that type of payment or to generate that type of eyeballs or revenue. Most people don't. Most people don't. It doesn't matter whether I would lease or finance. And here's why it doesn't matter. Because it's based upon what your debt servicing looks like. It depends on what your finances look like. People ask the wrong type of questions. when you're asking, should you lease or finance, the first thing you need to know is how much can you afford? What is your end goal? How long do you want to make a payment? Are you making money from the vehicle? Leasing or financing is irrelevant. Let's first learn the cost of money. Your program has so much unknown knowledge, learning so much. Nobody teaching at this level. Thank you, Andrew. Andrew just found my page probably a few weeks ago. I hosted an event out here in Las Vegas and he flew out here. So shout out to you, Andrew. He was like, you got a client for life. So appreciate that, Andrew. I need you guys to share this because it's extremely important that we learn the cost of money. I'm going to help your business get unstuck today with this one lesson. And this one is free. This lesson is free. This lesson is free, y'all. I'm going to give y'all this free lesson to get your business unstuck today. If you want to learn this today, type the number 1 in the chat. And I need you to share this with at least 3 people. I need y'all to share this. While everybody manifesting Beyonce tickets, we're going to learn the cost of money today. Because if you generate enough cash flow, it don't matter how much Beyonce tickets cost. It's just a matter of what are you willing to spend for them? If anything, you buy the tickets and you sell them on the upcharge because you know people going to want tickets last minute. That's what I do. I go out there and I just use my credit cards and I buy tickets to some of the hottest shows coming to Las Vegas just to go charge somebody else an upcharge. I make my credit make money for me. Like, check this out. This is why having credit is so dope, y'all. Check this out. Y'all keep putting number 1 if y'all want to learn this lesson on getting unstuck. So the All-Star weekend and Super Bowl weekend is coming up. Okay. All-Star weekend. I bought my tickets. I bought 4 tickets for the actual game for All-Star weekend. The tickets in the section where I bought tickets, I got them at about $3,500 a ticket. Okay. And I'm going to take myself, I'm going to take my son, and I bought 2 additional tickets. Those same tickets, once the starting lineup got introduced, or once the captains and the reserves and all of those people got introduced, those same tickets in that same section are going for as much as $15,000. So I used my credit card to purchase 2 tickets, well, a total of 4, but 2 of them I'm selling. So for 2 additional tickets, I paid $7,000, and I've sold them for about $12,000 a piece. This is why you want to have credit, guys. This is why you want to have credit. I bought season tickets to the Las Vegas Raiders. I was about to say Oakland Raiders. I bought season tickets this past year for and I was in the 12th row in the club section. And for what I paid for the entire season for 8 games for the Las Vegas Raiders, I sold tickets to 2 of the games because I had 2 seats. 2 of the games, I made my money back. I made my money back. Bought 4 Super Bowl tickets. Y'all don't even want to know what them prices are right now. I bought 4 last year. The average Super Bowl ticket last year when I first bought them was $8,000 a piece. Okay, so I bought 4 tickets. That's $32,000. I sold 3 of the tickets for $15,000 a piece, all off of credit. And I'm not saying any of this to impress any of you. I'm saying this to impress upon you. This is why we have to know the cost of money. There's many ways to make money with credit. Do you use cards to get frequent flyer miles? I only use cards that are going to benefit me. But see, We have such a limited capacity of oh, the receipts are, you saw me at the games. The receipts, that's the receipts. I actually pull up to the games. And so the thing is that because people have such a limited capacity of how money works, we're trying to figure out how to pay the cheapest amount to not get in position, as opposed to learning, look, if it cost me $5,000 to fix my credit, here's learning the cost of money. And I'm trying to look at all of the screens. Here is understanding the cost of money. Okay. Here's understanding the cost of money. Raider tickets worth the money. Just win, baby. Yeah. Hopefully they get Aaron Rodgers. Here's understanding the cost of money. Okay. If it cost me $5,000 to fix my credit, and I know that having great credit puts me in position to making an infinite amount of capital, because I can go to any bank in North America and get as much credit as I want, especially when you know the strategies. That's the thing. Just like I just put a post up on TikTok as well as Facebook and Instagram that I used my seasoned company. Where's my paperwork? I bought a seasoned LLC. And I just got an approval from Bank of America for $12,000 on a business credit card. And I have a conditional approval for a $50,000 business line of credit from Chase Bank using a seasoned company. But most people have had horrible success when it comes to seasoned companies because they just buy anything. They try to find the cheapest. They try to find They just find some random person out there selling anything, and they have no idea and they can't give you a rhyme or reason. See, when my clients get a denial or when my clients don't get the desired result, I can at least tell them approximately within the vicinity of why they got denied. But you have the reasonings on why you were told no. That's your cheat code to repositioning yourself. But because we don't know these strategies and we're trying to cut corners and we think that cheaper is better, we only think that cheaper is better when it comes to information. Blows my mind. People don't like cheap shoes. People don't like cheap purses. People don't like cheap clothes, but we want cheap information. We brag about how much our weed cost. Weed, you're loud. We brag about how much our car costs. We brag about liabilities, but nobody brags about their assets. People brag about liabilities more than their assets. Blows my mind. Blows my mind. Blows my mind that we will brag about liabilities more than assets. This is why I don't ever put myself in a position to try to prove something to somebody who's broke. I either offer you value or you can proceed about your broken life. I don't try to convince broke people to do something that they should be doing. Because you already know everything that you have attempted to do in your life hasn't worked. I don't have to prove anything to you. That's the funny part. So especially when I'm coming on here giving y'all the real $1 million worth of game for free. For free. So I'm going to show you how to get unstuck within your business today. If you want to know how to get unstuck within your business today, keep typing the number 1 in the chat, and I need y'all to share this with at least 3 people. I got about 43 minutes because I got a call at 6 o'clock. A client reached out saying he keeps getting denied every time he applies for funding. Great credit. That could be a multitude of things. See, some of these people who got good credit, but they still owe banks money. They don't tell y'all that. I have my clients go pull a check systems, and the next thing you know, they owe some bank $10,000 on a bad check they wrote several years ago. Do they have bankruptcy? Some banks go back 3 to 20 years if you file bankruptcy. There's a multitude of things. Does your LLC have an old debt tied to it? I had a client who kept getting denied. We pulled his business credit report. He had an $18 collection account from T-Mobile. So you got to know how to look at the whole scope of things. It's bigger than just the score. It's bigger than just the score. When my clients get denied, they know not to get in their feelings because there's always a strategy. Always. There's always a strategy. I'm going to show you how to get unstuck today. Knowing the cost of money. Kyle said, I have been unlocked. I hope that's a good thing, Kyle. Told him about the business system price, and he said he knows how to fix it. If they knew how to fix it, they wouldn't call us. Trust me. And here's the thing. One of the many things that I keep learning about people, because that's the beautiful part I love about my journey. I really get to learn about people. This is that's probably my favorite part of what I get to do every day. Constantly learning about people and the pattern and how they think and the pattern of why they continue to stay in financial ruin. Everybody always got something to say, but they doing nothing. For real. See, here's one of the many things I've learned about the patterns of people. Okay, so I can remember when I moved to Las Vegas, and a lot of you guys know my story. I moved out here, I lost everything, was homeless, this, that, and the third. And I started to think about this the other day, and I was like, you know what? I was homeless because of me. Like a lot of times our sob stories is our own detriment. And here's why I say that. See, when I was in my early 20s, I remember I got a job at 18 years old, work in 1997. Sheesh, I'm dating myself. In 1997, I got a job at a warehouse making $24 an hour. Look, in 1997, $24 an hour was a lot of money. You know, I don't know about y'all, but this is when gas was 97 cents a gallon. Eggs was 4 cents. And now they $47. So like $24 an hour in 1997. Some of you guys probably weren't even born. But I was making what I considered at the time good money. 18, no kids, like living the life as an 18-year-old. You know, at the time, I was making more money than the parents of the girls I was dating at the time. Well, not plural girls, but you know what I mean. And so as I think back, I was like, you know what? Every check I got, I blew the check. I was buying every pair of Jordans. I used to be the dude standing in line waiting for Jordans in 97. Like I bought every pair of Jordans. I was at every turn up. I was at Buffalo Wild Wings every Tuesday for the 25-cent chicken wings. I was at the club. This is when you could get a bottle of Moet for $80. I was buying everything designer. I had all of the Tommy Hilfiger, the Jabot jeans, anything that was baggy and trendy. I wore it back then. I had the Aniche, the Academics, the Sean John, the Rockaware. All of it was baggy. All of it was too big. Like I blew all my paycheck every single week. Every single week. Like every single week. I blew my money. Okay? And so with that being said, as I fast forwarded to when I moved to Las Vegas in 2005, that is why I was broke. Due to the decisions I made from 97 up until 2004. I had no savings. I was buying vehicles I couldn't afford. Like I did everything to be in financial ruin. And so then we have to start to take inventory of our own lives and say, hey, am I in financial ruin because it's why me, or because I was making a bunch of bad decisions 3 to 5 years prior that landed me here? And when I sit down with a lot of my clients, most clients have never taken financial inventory of their finances, and 9 times out of 10, usually they're in financial ruin because of the lack of respect they had for the money they were making. And so then when we start to learn the cost of even the money you make, if the average income is $47,000 a year, and you break that down, what you're making per month, the average person is trying to live a life of abundance on a limited income. And this is why people can't afford, or why they tell themselves they can't afford to invest in fixing their credit, to invest into proper mentorship, and to invest in the actual information that can move the needle for them financially. This is why they can't fathom saying, you know what, it may cost me X amount of money to fix my credit. It may take me a year and a half, but because they've put themselves in financial ruin, now when it comes time to actually adulting, they're living in a place of desperation most of their adult life because everything costs. But the one place they want to cut corners is for life improvement, but they will spend to get front row tickets at the hottest concerts. They will make sure that they're at the best restaurants. They want to be in all of the black and singles trips. They want to be they want to be at all of the speakeasy events. Like we spend our money on all of the things that do not increase our overall financial, gains. That is why we are stuck. I'm going to show you how to get unstuck. So when you understand the power of credit, when you understand the power of wanting to have great credit, when you understand that, let me address youngster real quick. See, the reason a person who is in position can buy what they want is because they have the cash flow to do it. Most people are trying to live this life and wear drip with their paycheck. That's not a flex. See, when you have over 6 figures coming in just rental income, yes, you can go buy the G-Wagons. Yes, you can go buy the design. You can buy what you want. When you have 7-figure real estate portfolios, I'm trying to teach people to position themselves so they can live the life they want to live. I'm never saying you should not want to live the life you want to live. I'm a huge advocate for people designing their life the way they want to, but at what expense? Because if you're doing it with your paycheck, don't complain when you're not in position to take advantage of opportunities. So when people reach out to my team and they say they can't afford to fix their credit, but I see they got every pair of designer on, they're driving a Mercedes, which seems to be the black status quo of success. When I see they're at every high-end restaurant, I don't have sympathy for people who can't afford to fix their credit, whether it's through us or wherever else they choose to go. If your credit card debt is at 90%, but you are at every single turn up, that's a problem. Those are the individuals who I'm trying to help, along with people who are not in that predicament, but looking to get unstuck. So let me help you guys get unstuck. So here is understanding the cost of money. So when you have good credit, okay, and you can go to the bank. I just showed you guys how I used a seasoned company to go and get to go get a credit card from Bank of America, not including all the other credit. I just posted that just so y'all see that it works. And I believe in showing social proof. I'm not one of those individuals who's selling theory. Okay. Cost of money. So let's say you have a business. Okay. Now, most businesses fail because they can't afford to market. Stop just posting free flyers on Facebook and Instagram. People are tired of seeing that. You got to start marketing outside of your target. You have to. You have to start it's called marketing for a reason. It's called marketing for a reason. But I also understand most people can't afford to market. But so let's say you have credit, you've positioned yourself, my company has helped you get some capital, and we're looking to go and build a marketing campaign to help you grow your business. Okay. So now let's just say with your products and services, your average cart or your average sale is $200 to $400. Okay. You guys might want to write these numbers down. If you need help getting a website, reach out to me. Okay. Use your credit to market. Absolutely. And I'm about to break down some numbers. Okay. So let's say your average marketing budget is $3,000 a month. Somebody write that in the chat. Let's say your average marketing budget is $3,000 a month. Okay. And your average purchase or your average, whatever it is you sell, you make $100 to $400. Whatever it is you sell, products, services, whatever, $100 to $400. Okay. Now, you always want to run a marketing campaign a minimum of 90 days. Write that down. You always want to run a marketing campaign for a minimum of 90 days. So that's $9,000 over the course of 90 days. We're going to round it up. Let's just say 10,000. Okay. So you've come to us. We've helped you get 50,000 in funding. Okay. You're going to invest $10,000. You're going to invest $3,000 a month in your marketing over 90 days, but we're just going to round up. And so let's say for 90 days, it's going to cost you $10,000 to market your business. Okay. It's going to put you in front of X amount of eyeballs. Okay. You're not doing marketing where you're out at the clubs handing out flyers. That's not marketing. That's branding. Okay. Most people are drunk and they're going to throw the flyer away anyway. A real marketing campaign is putting you in front of people who are looking for you. You've gotten with a professional marketing services. They've created some specialized ads targeting people who are looking for specifically what you offer or the services or products you provide. Stop going to your friends and family. They're tired of you. This is the 10th thing that you've joined in 6 months. Trust me, they're hiding from you. You're on do not disturb with them. Your family is tired of you coming to them saying, this is the one. This is the one. I know I said that, but this is the one. No, we're going to go after people who need your services or products. Okay. Trust me, I used to be that guy. I'm trying to spare y'all. I'm telling you, everything y'all thinking about trying, I've done. Okay. So $10,000 over 90 days. Now, a $10,000 of debt, and let's just say on the credit cards, you're at a 20% interest rate. People think that's expensive. That's actually cheap. 20% on a credit card is cheap money because the money is unsecured. Let me say that again. 20% is cheap money because the only other way you can get money for your business without having to show tax returns is a payday loan, an MCA loan, the interest rate is 250%. So do you rather pay 20% or 250%? Pick your poison. See, 20% is cheap when it's unsecured, but it's only expensive when you use it as a consumer. But when you use it as a business, when you use it to create cash flow, when you use it to create revenue, 20% is cheap. Because here's the thing, when you go borrow money from an investor, guess what? They're going to want about 12 to 20%. They're probably going to want more than that. So 20% is cheap money. See, this is why I say mindset has to change. So $10,000 on 20% APR on a credit card is $266 a month. Okay, $266 a month. Now, remember, your average product yields you $100 to $400 a month. So one client services the debt and everything else is all profit. See, when you learn that one strategy right there, that's when your business will get unstuck. So even if you have to invest in coaching, if you have to invest to fix your credit, just understand that $10,000 on credit cards, on unsecured debt at 20% will only cost you $266. When you start to think like that, that is how investors think. Investors don't think, man, that's $10,000. Investors say, how can I put myself in the best position to maximize my reach, to maximize my intellect, to maximize my intel so I can make more money? $10,000 in unsecured debt or revolving credit at 20% interest will only cost you about approximately $266 a month. And if you have a 0% interest credit card, it's actually cheaper than that. Once you learn that one strategy, you will get unstuck in business. See, people ain't giving y'all this type of information. They're just telling you to go get a Net 30 account. Take the emotions out, do the math. With the right investment, real estate, run that play. See, I don't make no decision I ever make when it comes to money is ever emotional. All I do is run the numbers. And as long as I have a product or a service that can service the debt, I don't care what it costs me. This is why so many people are broke, because they don't know the cost of money. When you understand the power of credit, you will never have to work for money again unless you want to. Yeah, people so worried about getting the foreign in their business name. Half the people can't even spell the word foreign. They put the I before E. Some of y'all will catch that on the way home. I learned that in 3rd grade. Some people put the I before E in foreign, and they want a foreign. See, when you understand the cost of money, this is how you get out of your situation financially. This is why I like credit. This is why I never have a problem with investing. This is why even when I invest in coaching, I know what the return is with the proper information. So let's say your average marketing budget is $10,000 a month. Somebody put $10,000 a month for marketing. Let's say your average investment is $10,000 a month. Somebody type in $10,000 a month. Okay? 5th grade math. This is how I teach my son who's 12. This is how I teach my son who's 12. My son when he gets a book for about $10, he loves like anime books and different books like that. Once he finishes reading it, he goes to his school and sells his books for $15. Even my son understands you buy low and sell high. You have a product that you can buy for low and sell for higher. And he's created the demand because people think he's cool. That's really how you create demand. And he gets them from Amazon. So $10,000 a month for your marketing budget. We run we run the campaign for 90 days. That's going to be $30,000. Okay, we run the marketing campaign for 90 days. That's 30 grand. Okay, $30,000 on unsecured credit. That means revolving credit at a 20% APR is going to cost you approximately about $800 a month, guys. Let me say that again. You can go and invest and spend $30,000 on unsecured credit. But now here's the thing. We got to make sure you have enough credit to spend that so you don't over leverage yourself. This is why you need to join my coaching programs, plural. Because I teach this for real, not for fake. I teach this like for real, for real. Damn, 90 days, so long for me. That would take getting used to. You got to change your mindset. Got to change your mindset. If 90 days is too long to run a marketing campaign, what is 9 years going to look like of zero results? That's how you got to talk to yourself, king or queen. I can't tell from the picture. If 90 days is too long to run a marketing campaign, ask yourself what 9 years of making zero profits going to look like, or mediocre profits, or being in the red. What does that look like? So for $30,000, it's only because I'm an online guy and I just upped the budget and getting a certain dollar amount. Absolutely. And that's why I'm glad we're having this dialogue, fam. So $10,000 budget. But you also got to make sure you got the right team in place. Okay. $10,000 budget over 90 days is going to cost you $30,000 all in. See, I'm teaching you guys how to sit down and map your stuff out. This one is for free. Let me tell y'all something. My business consulting coach charges $25,000 to sit down with him. Let me say that again. My business consulting coach charges $25,000 to sit down with him. What I pay for, I've been giving y'all for the free. Like, I really could just take all of this information and only go work with corporations, and I can easily charge $50,000 to go and sit down and help them grow their companies. Easy, 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 easy. My team already know. I'm getting off the internet the end of 2024. Like, I'm getting off the internet 2024. I'm just build my sons and my friends and family's companies. $30,000 will only cost you $800 to service the debt. So if your average net revenue on your products and services for one client is $100 to $400, how many people do you have to service in a month to service the debt on $800? But then what you've done is you've put the number of eyeballs you have on steroids. See, when you start to learn those type of strategies, so imagine taking it outside of just marketing. And now we're investing in real estate. Now we're investing in getting more information. See, you start to make decisions differently. You remove the emotion. I'll never tell myself I can't afford nothing. I'll never say, oh, that's too expensive. No, you just don't believe in your ability to pay it back. You don't, if you have credit and you're scared to invest the credit, you lack confidence in your products and services. It has to be. If you have credit and you're scared to invest that credit to get more capital, to get more information, to become more visible, to invest in marketing, to invest in mentorship, and you don't see the value of it, you lack confidence in what you offer to the people. That's not on us. So when people call me and call my team and they're in my DMs and like, hey, convince me on why I need to do business. No, you need to convince yourself on why your products doesn't suck. And I mean that respectfully. It doesn't matter if it's personal or business credit. Credit is credit. That's another reason why people stuck. People too worrying about if it's business or personal. In this capacity, I'm actually talking about business credit, but it doesn't matter. It's all bank money anyway. Do I recommend Turo or Airbnb to start a new business? I don't know. I don't know your market. I will tell you right now, I don't necessarily think I would do Airbnb in particular markets, because the you got to remember, we have to stop doing things because it's popular, and we have to start doing market research. If the economy is taking a tank and people only rent vehicles and do Airbnb when they have discretionary income, and if discretionary income is starting to dry up, why would you invest in a business model that is only predicated that people book or invest in it as a luxury? Now, if you're in a tourist area, then that's different, but you got to make that determination. Because here's the thing. I give people sound advice all the time and they still do the opposite. So you got to figure out, one, what's your risk tolerance? What is your risk tolerance? Are you doing the Airbnb arbitrage? Are you actually owning a property? See, I like owning this stuff. I like to do things that I own the asset that appreciates. But see, once you start to learn the cost of money, you completely remove the emotion out of it. But then you got to have the confidence in knowing that you're actually offering people something that works. And so when people pump fake, when it comes to, oh, I don't know, that lets me know they are not confident in their product or services. Period. Buy gold and silver too. You see, buy it, do it all. Do it all. Again, look at what is your risk tolerance? Are you looking for short-term revenue, long-term revenue? Like we people think we only supposed to do one thing. No. I have multiple companies because I want to make money in multiple areas. Because see, here's the thing. Gold doesn't make me money in March. Gold is my long-term play, but real estate will make me money in March, April, May, June, July, August, September. You know what I'm saying? So we have to understand, like, I want money in all areas, and I'm going to use credit to make the initial investment to get into all of those areas. Yeah, I love investing in gold. I love investing in silver, but it's not going to make me money next month. Yeah, I want to own some land, but it doesn't make me money next month. So you have to find a way to diversify your investments for things that make you money short term and long term. Because most people can't afford to invest in long term investments because their short term is all screwed up. This is why I come on here and teach you guys this stuff, so you can have an arsenal of strategies on how to fix your stuff. You got to have an arsenal of these things. So we have to learn the cost of money. You have to learn it. How many businesses should an entrepreneur, as many as you can tolerate? But see, here's the thing. Most entrepreneurs are trying to start a million businesses. No, once you learn the strategies and the concepts, now you can go and use your credit to buy businesses that are already making money. But if you haven't mastered business number one, if you haven't mastered having confidence in the one main product you have, if your credit is screwed up, if your finances is screwed up, if you don't know how to file taxes properly, if you don't know how to work with people, if people don't like doing business with you, you got to work on all of that shit before you want to have multiple companies. You got to become a better you before you can offer yourself to the people. Should we be owning a black business as black people? I'm a nurse and I can't take much more working. You should be owning a business no matter what ethnicity you are. Let me not say that. You should want to create additional cash flow coming in no matter what your ethnicity is. It's not about owning a business. It's about creating cash flow. It's about building value add. It's about learning how to make money without you having to work, even though you are working for someone else. I have a lot of people who have 6 and 7 figure real estate portfolios and they still work their 9 to 5. It's not about leaving your job. Reason why a lot of entrepreneurs are jacked up now because they done listened to somebody telling them to leave their job too early. And now they can't afford to do nothing. They don't have tax returns to get some capital. They can't afford to fix their credit. They can't afford they can't even afford a website. Like if you tell yourself you can't afford a website, something that some banks say you have to have, you need to shut your doors or rip up your LLC paperwork. This is what I say. Like we have to learn to invest in the things that move the needle. I would go and find money to get a website if I had to. I would find the money to get my credit fixed. I would find money to learn how to do all of these things that move the needle. But we're so busy in wanting to have a budget to take pictures in front of it. Like people have bigger budgets for their videographer than they do to grow their business. People have a budget to take the pictures in front of the planes that they really not getting on before they fix their credit. People have bigger budgets to rent a car for a photo shoot than to get their taxes done properly. People have a bigger budget to go buy an outfit so that they can go somewhere, so they can take some pictures to make people think their business is making money. And then they call my company and they can't afford the real services. I tell people I get so many of these credit gurus calling me who got bad credit. And I put up a post. I'm like, buy your own course. Why you need me to help you fix your credit if you the credit guru? Buy your own course. Buy your own course. Especially if you're not willing to invest in the information that I know can help you. I had a client who didn't see the value in getting a website, had a conditional approval for a $50,000 line of credit. And because he didn't see the value of getting that website, they removed that approval. And now have to wait 90 days to go back and reapply. Y'all gonna get enough trying to cut corners. How hard is it to remove real estate from your own LLC? It's simple. You just reach out to the Secretary of State, or if you have a registered agent, they can do the update for you. This is why you also have a registered agent. They handle that for you. I'm new to your page. What does it cost to get started? Gadgets 128. Send me a message and I'll have my team reach out to you because I don't know what you need help with. But Gax, if you're still here on TikTok, at Gadget 128, or send me a message, see the link in my bio, and I'll have someone from my team reach out to you. So we have to learn the cost of doing business. We have to learn the cost of money. Just run the numbers. Run the numbers. It's cheap. He's on TikTok, Gax. It's cheap. Hey, I just disputed my credit limit increase inquiry. Is it okay? Depends on how you disputed it. But yes, we offer inquiry removal. I can't tell you how many people they call our company and they want $10 million in funding, but don't see the value in cleaning up their inquiries. Well, guess what? Now you got to wait 2 years. I just bought Credit is King yesterday. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think I saw you in my DMs too. Wicker Flips FBA. Thank you. I appreciate that. Are you able to get hard inquiries removed if you were not approved for the business credit card? Yes, Wicker Flip FBA. Reach out to me. I'll have someone from my team contact you. Yes. I just called Experian to dispute it over the phone. It is okay. Yes. Yeah. If you use the correct terminology. Again, I don't know what you're sharing with them. So again, as I wrap up, if you like anything that I've talked about and you are looking to get in my funding program, if you're looking to get into my credit optimization coaching program, if you're looking to get in my real estate coaching program, if you're trying to book a strategy call, if you want me to coach you one-on-one, reach out to my team. My homes are in my LLC. Why would you need to remove it? Not sure what you're talking about, Amani. If you're trying to get your inquiries cleaned up, if you're trying to get more funding, if you're trying to get a seasoned company so you can get more capital immediately, reach out to me. See, again, I don't just post up one of my vehicles and say, buy my program. I, one, tell you how to do what you need to do to move the needle. I then show you the social proof, and then I show you the documentation behind everything and how I do it and why I do it. I don't just say, hey, look at my life. This is why you buy this program. That's why a lot of y'all keep getting jammed up, because you're buying the lifestyle with the hopes of buying that $10 ebook thinking you're going to have a Urus. You're going to Urus yourself into bankruptcy court if you don't do if you don't do this the right way. My bad, man. I didn't even offend that service. I hopped on the live based on another post you had. No, Jay, it's all good. Trust me. It's all good. And I got my attorney on here. You'll be calling her to get you out of bankruptcy because you done went and bought some program because of what they are pretending to drive. 9 times out of 10, they got that car from Toro. Like, somebody had rented my wagon about a month ago. And they rented my wagon about a month ago. And they took pictures in my truck pretending they were the owners to promote their business. Like, I'm telling y'all, this is what people are doing. And I was like, for what you guys paid for the wagon, you could have invested and got your credit fixed, set up an LLC. We got you some capital, and you could have did it the right way. But it cost them more to rent my vehicle, and they was taking pictures standing on the hood. I found the pictures online. Like, they spent more money trying to look rich than to actually investing in the things that's going to make them rich. And this is why people stay broke. So this is why I don't have to convince people to join my program, because it's enough money for the people to eat, for those who actually want to eat. And when you understand the cost of money, you don't worry about the cost. You focus on being better so you can sell enough products and services to service the debt. But if you're scared to make an investment, to scale your business, to start your business, to grow your business, then you lack confidence in your ability. And that I cannot help you with, fam. I can't help you with that. So DM me help if you would like someone from my team to reach out to you to join any of my coaching programs, to get some capital, to learn about real estate. Do you need a website if you only have the LLC for your rental properties? No, you don't. But if you're trying to get some capital, you want to get one. Will the banks close my credit card when I dispute the inquiry? I don't know what you're disputing. If it's an open account, yes, they will. That's why you want to hire a professional. See, a lot of y'all are trying to do all of these DIYs, which is cool. But you're going to DIY yourself into some trouble when you don't understand the power of being a professional at hiring a professional. So DM me the word help if you would like someone from my team to reach out to you. Let's continue to go out there, scale and grow and all that good stuff. And so I appreciate y'all.